So what got you into the kayak world?
So, is the question what got me kayaking or why did I start a
Well,
kayak shop?
both. Let's start with kayaking.
Okay. So, always been outdoors. I claim Utah as home, but I was technically born in
Hmm.
North Florida, and I grew up on the Wakulla River. And we had a canoe. I say we. I didn't have anything. My buddy Doug Veltkamp had a canoe, and we found a 9.9 horsepower Evinrude motor, and got that thing running again. And then we try to do
Found?
everything behind that canoe. Yeah, so there was, a junkyard next to our house that even had a straight
Hmm.
8 Buick in there, and we went in and we bought that Evinrude for, I don't know, $7 and, got it running again, and we spent so much time on that river. Wakulla Springs is the deepest freshwater spring, I think, in North America. It's about 180 feet deep, and I lived on that river, and if you were under 16 and the boat was under 10 horse and 16 feet, you didn't need to license it. So we didn't. And all through middle school, we were cruising up the Wakulla River, upwards of 3.5 miles an hour. These NK 300s we have now go faster than that almost 10 horse Evinrude did. I mean, it was
But it
tiring.
was screaming though. I bet it was
And
screaming.
I, I
Hmm.
when it was running, yeah, we normally went upstream because it didn't always get us home. We had to paddle back. Luckily, the canoe, I don't know if you're familiar with canoes, but they're basically canoes with
Hmm.
a transom on them. So the canoe you could paddle back pretty easily. I think the canoe paddles easier than the Titan X does, but couldn't stand up in it too easy. And it just went from there. At Wakulla Springs, they have these, I believe they were called Hockney Acme underwater grass machines, and they had 2 motors on them, and they didn't have props, they had pusher blades. So you had 1 motor for the pusher blade, because the whole point was you were doing
Mm.
underwater grass cutting, and you had another motor that lowered the blades, and it was just metal teeth going back and forth. One was stationary, one was moving back and forth, and we would go cut people's grass around their docks for $50. That thing didn't float. We put so much fiberglass on that in my buddy's backyard to get that thing, floating. Then it was another summer of tinkering with those engines, and we took it to a guy named Ross at Shell Island down in near Panacea, Florida. Oh, I'm the St. Mark's area. Man, it's been so long since I've been in Florida. And we said, "Hey, Ross, what do we do with this boat?" And he goes, "What you're going to do is put a hole here, here, and here." And we're like, "Whoa, we want to get it to go." He goes, "No, no, no. You're going to put a hole here, here, and here, and then I'm going to drag it out to these coordinates so that I can have a fishing spot because this is a piece of junk."
It's gonna make a reef out
But
of it.
yeah, exactly. So I've been in water sport, just been in outdoor stuff my whole life.